Hey there. Welcome back to the Blathering Boomer. First of all, I want to thank everybody who watched that first episode because all I did was blather. I didn't say very much, and I couldn't believe I got over 50 views in one night. So, my humble thanks to all of you, and here comes a quick story. So, tonight we turn our attention to the finals of the World Fantasy Baseball Championships. This is actually a big deal, and I have a story that goes with it that will lead to a boomer moment that I want to share with you. And that actually is something to look out for. Seriously, although this is kind of a funny story. Anyway, I've been playing. One of my vices is I play daily fantasy sports, especially baseball, and I've been doing it for about the last 10 years. And the crown jewel of fantasy baseball is FanDuel's World Fantasy Baseball Championships that happens once a year. I tried to qualify for 4 years. One time I came in second, which is pitiful because if you make the finals, they put you in a tournament. Only 125 people qualify. First prize is $500,000, and bottom prize is $5,000, and everything else in between. So qualifying really is a big deal. Second prize is like $2,000, so coming in second is pitiful. And about 6 years ago, I was in first place, and there was only one game left. Unfortunately, that game was in Colorado, and they had a home run fest, and then it ended up coming in second, which was crushing. But in 2018, I did qualify, and I came in, I think, 74th out of the 125, so I ended up with $6,000, which was great. And for the last 4 years, I've been trying to qualify again. So this year, I tried and tried, and then finally one night in June, I was in the top 10 kind of all night, and then one of my guys hit a home run, put me in first place, and I was basically freaking out because it's a big deal. You know, I really love playing, and like I say, I love to compete, and I do definitely love getting a big cash prize. Who wouldn't? So I got into first place. Long story short, I was still in first place, and everybody else was done, and there was 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth of the very last game, and the only guy that could catch me had Dylan Moore. And the only way I could lose is if either Dylan Moore hit a home run, hit a double and scored, or got a single or a walk and then stole second. Well, he got on first base. So now it came down to, will Dylan Moore score second? I immediately looked him up. He had like 19 stolen bases. The guy's a runner, and Seattle was in a situation where a stolen base would have really helped them. So I was definitely very nervous, and I watched every pitch in slow motion. If you ever hung out with me, I could drive somebody crazy by turning turning a half-second pitch into a 10-second event. Pasta will tell you all about that sometime. Anyway, again, long story short, the guy struck out, game over, I qualified. So I am now in the top 125, I'm in the finals, and the finals are taking place right now as we speak. Now, they would have flown me to Chicago and put me up in a hotel for the weekend and all this and all that, but I got other stuff going on in Southern Cal this weekend, so I am not going to attend in person, but I'm participating remotely. And it's 10 minutes to, it's about 4:45 right now, California time. A couple of the games have already started. All the games that have my players start in about 15 to 30 minutes. So I'm going to really quickly let you know. I have Russ Stripling, the pitcher for Toronto, as my pitcher. And I have 4 guys from Arizona, Rojas, McCarthy, Varsho, and Walker. They bat 1, 3, 4, and 5. That's kind of the cornerstone of my team. So if Arizona scores a bunch of runs from the top of the lineup, and Stripling shuts out Texas with a win and goes, 6 or 7 innings and gets a bunch of strikeouts, I will be a very happy camper. Anyway, none of that's the point. Here's the point of the story. So back to the night that I qualified. Like I said, I was totally freaking out. Last game on the West Coast ended around 10:30, 10:45 Pacific time. Past my bedtime, not as bad as it would have been on the East Coast. I go to bed and I cannot sleep. I am way too wound up. Way too wound up. So I lay there for about an hour, can't sleep. And I do keep a stash of Ambien in the house for emergencies like this. I don't take them very often, maybe a couple of times a year at the most. Well, this was a job for Ambien because it was a school night, work night, and I wanted to get some sleep. And plus, I just wanted to calm down. So I went to the medicine cabinet in the dark, grabbed the pill, took it, laid back down. 45 minutes goes by, I'm not asleep. But I do have to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. Lay back down, another 20 minutes goes by, and I'm not asleep, but I gotta go to the bathroom again. So I go to the bathroom again. 20 minutes later, rinse and repeat, and I'm back in the bathroom. And then I experienced that moment when you realize that the Ambien you thought you took was actually a water pill. So there's your boomer moment for this bit of blathering. I will get to the much bigger story. There are much, much bigger stories. I'm only telling this one tonight because it happens to be happening right now. And hey, I got through this whole thing without pushing the pause button. Whoa. So, okay, well, I'm going to get myself ready for the games. I'm wearing my FanDuel t-shirt and my FanDuel hat. They sent me the swag that I would have gotten in Chicago, but I'm in Southern California right now. And again, I want to thank everybody for watching the last episode, and in advance for watching what comes up in the future. I do have some stories, a lot of them written, a lot of them just kind of off the top of my head, basically all boomer related. One coming up is I'm going to give you the 10 rules for boomers doing edibles. And many of them are because I broke the rules myself. But we'll get to that another time. It's baseball night, and go Stripling, go Diamondbacks, and I'll make a comment down below about how I ended up placing tonight. Peace out.